They said our residents were too old to notice, but I noticed everything. My name is Olivia Park, and I worked at Rosewood Gardens, a care home that ran on kindness, bingo nights, and the hope that every donation made life a little better. At least that's what I believed. Until I realized the only thing being cared for was someone's bank account. Every month, our residents held small fundraisers, bake sales, music nights, even charity raffles. Donors would slip checks into envelopes labeled for the garden project or for trips and crafts. I handled the schedules and receipts. I knew every dollar was meant to buy something joyful, a new wheelchair ramp, a bus for trips, fresh art supplies. But little by little, joy started disappearing. The craft room shelves went bare. The bus we booked twice never showed up. And when I asked where the money had gone, the administrator, Karen Halley, smiled that perfect polished smile and said, "We had to reallocate funds." Compliance, you know? That word, compliance, started to taste like rust. Then came the day Mrs. Holland, our most cheerful resident, sat by the window watching the others drive off for a trip she'd helped fund. The driver's invoice said unpaid. And when I checked the donation log, her name was missing. That's when I knew this wasn't a mistake. Someone was stealing from the residents, from the only people who couldn't fight back. So I started counting. Every envelope. Every receipt. Every check stub. Mr. Bennett, a retired accountant who lived at Rosewood, became my silent ally. He'd kept a private ledger for years, every donation, every expense. And when we compared his notes with the home's records, the gaps were glaring. Diego, our maintenance tech, helped too. He pulled access logs for the admin office, late-night entries, always by Karen. He even printed copies of deleted invoices, the ones marked archived. Piece by piece, the story came together. But evidence is nothing if no one sees it. So, I decided to make them see it. The annual Rosewood Charity Gala was approaching, a night of speeches, champagne, and donors. Karen's favorite stage. I turned it into mine. I prepared a wall display called A Year in Care, photos of residents smiling beside framed donation envelopes. But next to each photo, I placed an empty invoice, the unfulfilled receipts, the missing bus bookings, the lost craft orders. And under glass, I framed one note. We raised $2,000 for smiles. Where did they go? During Karen's speech, guests began whispering. A reporter took photos. Mr. Bennett quietly handed the board chair a folder with our evidence, notarized, time-stamped, undeniable. And when Diego projected the access logs on screen, showing Karen's name again and again, her perfect smile finally cracked. By morning, she was suspended. An audit froze her accounts. The residents' money was restored. And Mrs. Holland finally took that trip, front seat, sunlight on her face. People ask how I caught her. I tell them. She counted on no one noticing. I just started counting too. Because revenge doesn't always come with shouting. Sometimes it's printed neatly. On a receipt no one expected you to keep.